Hey, all wild weather here for liveweatherblogs.com. It's coming up on midnight on Monday night, going into Tuesday now, and here we are, 52 degrees, and basically Philadelphia, New York City, and Baltimore and Washington. And the cold front you can clearly see is right here in central and western Pennsylvania, moving off to the east fairly quickly. Cold air kind of bleeding in behind it, and right here along the Great Lakes here is where our snow and rain band is. And as this continues to move south and east, the cold air will gradually bleed in behind it. The more significant cold air is hanging back into the upper Midwest here. Right now, where it's in a single-digit teens, pretty, very, very chilly air for this time of the year, no doubt about it. Very cold, well below normal temperatures right now in the upper Midwest. And some of this air is sweeping off to the east and southeast, coming down in this fashion here. I'll show that to you on the water vapor map in a moment. The band of rain and snow here, and the temperature is pressing to below freezing now in Buffalo and Detroit. This cold air pressing down in front of that. It'll be close to see whether or not the front, when it does cross, and then see if there's available moisture left behind. And I think there will be, to see our first snowflakes of the year. Take a look at that in a moment. Let's take a look at this, by the way, handweather.com. Let's take a look at the IntelliCast radar right now. And if I put this into motion, here comes our rain band. Clearly the cold front lying right about here. Clearly you can see that. Fairly good, pretty good solid band right now of rain, and then follow that by snow. All this sweeping off to the east, southeast. Generally speaking, probably get into the Philadelphia region sometime between 3 and 7 a.m. tomorrow. And it's probably between 7 and 9 a.m. The back edge of this precipitation that comes through the Philadelphia area could be in the form of snow, and I expect it to be in the form of snow. I think we almost are certain to see our first snowflakes of the year for most of the area, all the way to the beaches included. Will there be any accumulation? Probably not. If there is, it'll be on the grassy surfaces and generally less than an inch. This snow, this back edge here as it comes through tomorrow morning between 7 and, I will say 5 and 9 tomorrow in the morning. Some of it could come down heavy enough to cause some brief visibility issues when you're driving to school or to work. So be careful of that. Roads will remain wet, but it would not be shocking to see some areas have to clear off their windshields or cars of snow through most of the area. And this is fairly early. It's going to be November the 12th tomorrow, so getting an early start here with the snow. And you know, hey, it's not always a sign of things to come, but we shall see. The only problem with this cold shot is that it's not going to be long lasting, and the cold shot, as quick as it comes in, will be quick to leave within 36 hours. We'll take a look at that in a moment as to why. Here's the water vapor map from hamweather.com, and clearly you can see here's a storm system up here in the Pacific, and here comes your cold air being forced down because of a ridge developing in the Pacific Northwest. Everything going up and over the top, low pressure here, and the cold air swinging down in this fashion. But the only problem is the NEO is positive right now, so this is going to cause things to become very progressive here, and that's why you're not going to see a coastal storm develop. Instead of this cold air diving south like this and locking off, instead a piece of it's coming southeast and it's rotating around, and will go back up into Canada in time. We're looking at a cold shot for about 36 hours in the Philadelphia region. Temperatures will be below normal by 10 to 15 degrees by day, and below normal at night, maybe by 6 or 7 degrees in the area. Generally below normal temperatures for a couple of days, but unfortunately, with this storm system here rotating in from the Pacific and moving in this general direction, we get stuck eventually into a west-southwesterly flow of milder air, and temperatures by the weekend are certainly going to be above normal, into the low 60s in some cases. So while the snow is coming, and you'll get your first taste of snowflakes tomorrow across many areas, and it will look pretty for about an hour, as there could be a burst, almost snow squally-like. And don't be surprised to see a little whitening of the grassy surfaces and cars, but melting on the roadways. This cold blast will come in as quick as it comes in, as quick as it will leave by about Thursday, where temperatures moderate into the 50s, and then by Friday and Saturday into the 60s. and it's possible that we round out the entire rest of the month of November at or above normal. This is wild weather for liveweatherblogs.com. It's early, so enjoy the snow tomorrow. It's probably coming, and it looks like, generally speaking, less than an inch, and it'll probably be only on the grassy surface, especially north and west of Philadelphia, where temperatures will be a little bit colder. After this rain and snow blows through, look for winds between 30 and 35 miles per hour, causing some wind chill issues, and temperatures barely getting to 43. Wild weather for liveweatherblogs.com.